And John, you've done, like, obviously with your consulting over the years, obviously people have called on you for your experience in assessing values of shopping centres. What are the key things you look at when you're first things? What are the go-tos you look at when you're assessing the value of a shopping centre?
Well, the first thing people think about is that it's a building, like a commercial building you can just charge rents. The very first thing we should look at, and I was very fortunate in my early days with a mentor who was involved in the demographics of an area. In other words, you need to understand who you're selling to. What are the demographics of that area? And how do they spend their money? What's available expenditure to that centre? And then you can match the tenant, which is the key product of it.
Yeah.
And the product must match what the demographic says it should be.
Yes.
And there are ways of measuring that. As an example, I did the Mycene in Adelaide, and they wanted it. It got into trouble, and I was asked by the State Bank to go down there and try and sort it out. And the first thing they said to me is, "We want you to make this centre worth $250 million." And I said, "Well, give me a week and I'll tell you." And I used some demographic numbers for Adelaide. And there is in a centre like that, you're going to draw, say, 13 to 15% of the available expenditure. And that tells you how much rent, how much income you're going to get with retail income, and that tells you what rents you can charge, and that determines the value of the centre.
Yeah.
So I went back to them a week later and I said, "Can you make it worth 250?" He said, "Yes, I can, but you're going to have to help me." I was a real smart ass at this stage because I was competing against all the big guys, just me on my own. And they said, "What have we got to do?" This is the board of the State Bank. I said, "What have we got to do?" I said, "You're going to have to import 1 million people to Adelaide in the next 2 years." Because the rationale was there's not enough people there to support that centre being worth $250 million. And they eventually sold it for $151 million.